Solo mission. Today, solo mission. I'm sorry. But I had to get some things off my chest. It's been a hard last couple of weeks. And this week hasn't been much easier. Almost quit my job last week. Not that my boss said that, but just got back from a exhibition in the wilderness. Sewing needle that I did my tattoos on. Gotta do some more of those. But I got back from exhibition, got dubbed this week. Hard. So I'm recovering from that still. But minor setback, major comeback. But let's get into it. We're going to be talking about my trip to California. We're going to be talking about how I got dubbed. We're going to be talking about who deleted me on Snapchat today. And we're going to be shooting the shit until our next guest comes on, Billy Kozak, my family friend, my brother from another mother, my brother's best friend. So we're going to be talking about childhood stories that got us in trouble, typical questions, but stay tuned for that. That should be coming within the next couple weeks. But, alright. Don't mind my tattoos either. I just got back from the gym. So, our trip, we went to Kings Canyon National Park and Sequoia in California. Flew into Fresno. No service above 10,000 feet in elevation. I did a photo dump on my Instagram. So, but now I get to talk about it. So, first day, it was a trip of 6 days. Threw up the first day due to elevation and just because I'm a pussy. So I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I gotta do 5 more days of this, and it's the first day. It's the easiest day. I'm like, this ain't good. And then second day comes around, and same thing, just gassed. Went pussy mode, mommy come get me. But I had no service, but I was like, wanted to cry, and the only person that would care would be my mom. But she wasn't there, so I was like, Nathan, big boy pants on, let's go, do this. So my 2 uncles were like, you got this, Nate? So I got up. By the way, it was over 40 miles. If I said that already, I'm sorry. 40 miles in 6 days. But the whole trip total was close to 60 on foot. But yeah, so climbing up cliffs, climbing up mountains, swimming in lakes, doing a bunch of crazy shit that probably 90% of the normal population would never do. Higher than that. I know one person that probably would do that. My boy. Actually goes to Arizona State right now getting his master's, Alex Hoskins. Hopefully we can do something in the Adirondacks soon. I don't know. Left me on red. Not the first person to do that this week. But, it was awesome. We got to camp outside. Saw a bunch of stars, animals, saw bears and stuff. What's funny about that is I was not scared when I saw the bear, or as scared as I would be to text a female, maybe, or talk in front of people. In recent years, now I'm fine with that. But I was like, when my name would be called in the classroom, I'd be like, but when I saw the bear, I was like, oh, there's a bear over there. And it was fucking staring right at us. And I was like, fucking give that motherfucker 1-2 Mayweather. But yeah, trip as a whole, won't ever regret it. Hardest thing I've ever done, but the best thing I've ever done. Threw up only once, but after that, it's smooth sailing, And it kind of made me motivated to be able to do anything I wanted to do from here on out. That's why, breaking news, I'm going back to school to be a social studies teacher. Shout out Brent Smith. You're probably not even watching, but it's fine. Heard it here first. Going back to school. So, that's that. And then, tough weekend with my not lovely, that's kind of weird, but my role model, my superhero, Conor McGregor, got hurt, snapped his shit, by snapped his shit, I mean he snapped his shin in half, his tibia, and fighting Dustin Poirier. But it was a good fight. Dustin's just a bigger dude at the end of the day. I will not deny that. He's just a bigger beast. He's going to win the title shot, his next fight. I hope, anyways. You know, he's a good dude, charity guy. Even though Conor hates him, I don't hate him. Just you gotta respect him. You cannot not respect him in that sense. His wife's hot, but yeah. Side note, if I can get it. Ah, fuck. Right here. Signed, sealed, and fucking delivered by the Mac Man himself. Got that a few years ago. Fuck. Got a boner when I bought that. Not gonna lie. I'm not lying. I will be buried with that. So, side note, if I die, God willing, my light just went out. Fuck. I'm getting buried with that. So, make sure that's in there with me. But yeah, it's tough seeing him lose like that. It's disturbing to see him lose like that. In pain like that. And then he's like, your wife's in my DMs. And that was just fucking GOAT status, right? That's why he's the GOAT. I don't care if he loses every other fight. He's the fucking GOAT because he just keeps on coming back. Not just for money, just because he genuinely thinks he can kick the shit out of you. And that's my vibe when I get my beer muscles in after 2 beers. You know? But yeah. So, coming back, it was tough. And then fucking the podcast after I came back with Andy. If you didn't see that, check that out. It was 3 hours long, blacked out, only remember half of it. And then I clicked, like, at the very, very end, and I was mumbling and just saying shit I should not have been saying. I was like, what the fuck? Can't have that happen again. So, yeah, that can't happen again. But check that out. It was good. Content. That's what I'm going for, content. So, check it out. Same channel as this on YouTube. Should be in the link in Instagram. But, yeah, we're going from there. So, mentioned I blacked out. Woke up naked the next day. Not sure how. Half hour late to work. More than that. Text my boss saying, I don't know what it is, whether it's like the jet lag or me just coming back and like getting used to this like life again, but it's tough and I'm sick. Never responded, so I'm like, well, fuck. And I texted that, made no sense because I was drunk. Woke up to that text message. Phone's almost dead. Have to leave. My mom wakes me up. You going to work today? I'm like, what time is it? Like 7:30. I'm like, well, shiver me timbers. No, I'm not. Billy goes, I'll love you forever. Always. But we're going on a big golf trip in Vermont this weekend. Him and I, and then his brother Andy, Nick, Brad, his cousin, and a bunch of other folks. And it's going to be a freaking massacre with alcohol. Holy shit. We'll talk about that with Billy when he comes on, but I love you too, Bill. But I said I'd get shooters for the ride up there to Killington, Vermont. That's where we're headed. But, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I threw up all over the place. Threw my necklace off somehow. I woke up the next day, realized it was off at like 4:30 in the afternoon. Just threw up over my books that are next to my bed, my charger. I'm looking at all this shit right now. My picture frames were knocked over. My fans were knocked over. I just dead, laying there. It was horrible. But yeah, so that was tough. So we had the trip come back from that. Throwing up. McGregor loss. Well, doctor stoppage, but say what we want. Then today, have the confidence. Not today, it was 2 days ago. I had the confidence to be like, yeah, it's about time. Shoot my shot, right? Well, I've been shooting my shot with this one chick, but this was like a half-court prayer. My buddies, the Three Musketeers group chat, was like, just ask her to go mini golfing. It's appropriate. Innocent. That's my thought. So I asked her. She was like, yeah, sure. A month go by. I never gave a date, though, or a time, so I was like, that's on me. But I was like, fuck. All right, now I gotta set the tone here. And after straight up Thursday, mini golf. You in? No response till Wednesday at like 9:30 at night. Like, fuck. So I was like, her phone's got to be dead. Or I sent the text message like via business days or something. And then she texted back. She's like, oh, what time? I have work tomorrow. I'm like, just tell me you don't want to go at this point. Save me some fucking pride. And then I was like, oh, I get out at 3:30 every day. How about you? And it has been over 24 hours since I sent that text message. No response yet. But, it is what it is, as some people may say. But I've been taking some fat L's recently, but it's alright. I see the horizon. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't mind the Hitler pose, but I see light at the end of the tunnel. We're gonna fucking make it to the fucking whatever it's called, mountaintop. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be posting pictures of me throwing up in the link, in the podcast or Instagram post. Another thing, I bought a bob. I'll post that with me in it. Selfie with him. Got it from Dick's. It's one of those dummy like machines with no arms. So I just freaking go off of that thing thinking I'm McGregor or Canelo Alvarez boxer. But that's the highlight of my day. But yeah. Other than that, rock out with your freaking see out. Not trying to get canceled. And expect more content coming soon. And keep on keeping on. Listen to Michael Jackson. Go ASU. Eli. Dodgers. Fucking A1 steak sauce right there, baby. Peace out, y'all.